How's it going, guys? My name is Zach with the Movie Castle, and today we're going to be taking a look at Phantom Road issue number 4. This just came out, Image Comics, written by Jeff Lemire, and overall this is a series that has really kept me engaged. They really do that fine balancing act of having a plot that's very mysterious, but not so mysterious that you can't follow it, and giving you good chunks of information, cool reveals without spoiling the whole thing all at once. And this one does have several new interesting story chunks. But also, this is the first one after issue 3 where we introduced the FBI girl. And I have to say, seeing the story as it is now after that, totally see why they did it. Looking at the two people driving in the truck, you see that, it's an interesting space to be in. The feeling that you're trapped and you have to drive down this road, and even though I had a whole extra month without visiting these characters, I was able to pop into place and get back in the zone relatively quickly, and it is an interesting thing. But at the same time, you realize that they don't know much. So you can have an interesting what's going on here plot with these two, but these two aren't in a position to really uncover too much of the truth, and that's where the FBI woman comes in. She has a few interesting breaks in the case, to say the least, and some big revelations, and you really do wonder what's going on with her. So having her as the B-plot, going through and kind of uncovering things that the other characters wouldn't be able to, it is super interesting. So the truck team, as I guess we should call them, has some really good atmosphere, and they're kind of more in the heat of the action, although they're in the real world right now, so it's not as heavy. But then you have the FBI lady getting a lot of actual work done, so I do like that kind of balance here, and she is integrating it into the book really successfully. And overall, again, like I said, being in the real world, the truck team doesn't necessarily have as much action or surreal stuff, good character building moments, but it is a little slower, so good to have the B plot there as well. So it's not the heaviest action-based issue, but we do get a lot done. We do find out a lot about our characters, and it does end at a place where I am super, super excited for issue 5. So definitely recommend this as always. If you guys want to see a little more of the book, a little bit of the story, and a little bit of the art, I'm going to switch to the close-up camera, where we'll take a little bit of a closer look. I won't do any major spoilers, I'll try not to go too far, but if you guys want just a little bit more of an analysis, we're going to switch to the close-up camera. Alright, here we are inside the castle taking a closer look at Phantom Road number 4. There's the Image Comics logo, and if we bring it closer to the camera, we can see it's another one of these nice, low-key Phantom Road covers. I am curious, a lot of comics, you want to put something, big and in your face, superhero or a monster right at the camera. Phantom Road kind of plays things low-key, and I'm curious if it's helping the sales, because maybe if you do something very different to other comics, maybe you'll stand out. And it's not like one of those low-key, predominantly white covers. They always pick a nice moody color, like this moody blue right here. So I think it's pretty fun. Just the two characters in the truck driving down this calm night. Flip it to the back. We still have the same back cover image. $3.99, your new standard cover price. Cover by Gabriel H. Walta. 00411. Rated M for mature. Anyway, cracking it open to this page. Phantom Road, written by Jeff Lemire. Gabriel H. Walta, artist and cover. Jordi Belair, colorist. I do wish there was a previously on, but whatever. Anyway, one thing this book does always open up with is a cold opening of something that will happen in the future of this comic, and we get the Rock, which, I don't know, is it a meteoroid or something? But we get the Rock, and someone is about to smash it with a hammer. Now, if we remember what happened last time we hit the Rock, needless to say, this decision and the character who makes it, we can analyze that a little further. But yeah, that's the sort of teaser, is someone's gonna try to hit the Rock. Anyway, Chapter 4, Don't Look. And I do like they give these all a nice chapter heading there. I hope these are preserved in the graphic novel version. But anyway, the two characters are driving down the road, and we get a lot of characterization, especially for our main character there. The girl points at the cross and says, "Are you religious? Is this just for luck? What is this?" And he says, "Yeah, I was born-again Christian, started a few years ago." And Jeff Lemire has talked about religion in the past, I mean, especially in Gideon Falls, so I'm curious how this will be elaborated further in the book. But when she points at the picture of a little girl, she says, "Hey, why don't you call your family?" And he says, "I haven't had family in a long time." And that really gets you to wonder what the story is. Did they all die, or did he do something horrible and the kids and the mother left him or something? You don't really know what his story is, but you know that someone who had a family and now doesn't, and he's feeling really sad about it. You can really feel sorry for this guy. One thing, though, is he is starting to feel tired because he's been driving all day, and she's going to try to convince him to pull over and take a nap, even though he doesn't want to. And she goes, "Will you let me drive? We can take turns that way." And he says, "Absolutely not. No one's driving this rig but me." And we do get more back and forth, more in the conversation, and something does happen where we also do find out more about the girl there, but not going too far in this plot because I don't want to go too far into spoiler territory. But we do also get, and as we hinted at last time, the girl in the FBI does have some sort of past where she visited the other world as a kid, but we don't know how much she knows about it. But one thing interesting, that guy in the Hawaiian shirt talks to her, says, "Don't look at them, don't be scared." And of course she's going to anyway. But that guy with the Hawaiian shirt was in the Billy Bear when the two people on Truck Team met him. And he looks roughly the same age. Maybe he's a little older now. So I am kind of curious now, who's this figure and how long has he been in there? I mean, the FBI agent's obviously all grown up now, so he's been in there for quite a while. We do get the FBI agent waking up in this green room. Almost looks like something out of the Matrix. Her hair looks like it's still wet, but she's all dressed now, which is good for her modesty, but I do kind of wonder about the practicality, because I know a lot of care workers, nurses, talk about how dressing other people is actually super hard, and morticians actually, they don't dress you again. They just cut a big slit in the back of your clothes and drape them over you. So I do wonder about the practicality, but probably best to not be distracting, right? Anyway, this guy breaks in, and I really do love this combo of, nice dress suit and then ski mask. Because a lot of people you see wearing ski masks are dressed all shifty, but he's dressed in a nice suit, and he'll start to question her, and we find out he thinks she knows a lot more than she does. What do you know about Project Jackknife? But also, why do you have this? Do you know what this really means? And we'll get some further revelations in the interrogation sequence, and of course a big fun ending there. But yeah, some interesting setups and some interesting places to put our characters. There is a bit more talking and revelations that I did cut off, but it is a very interesting issue. Anyway, definitely would recommend it. Whole lot of things to think about between issues, and I really can't wait till issue 5. Anyway, to everyone who's watched so far, Thank you for watching. To everyone who's liked and subscribed, thank you. You really are helping the channel out. I'll leave a relevant playlist on the bottom. This should be my Jeff Lemire playlist, where you can see me talk about a bunch of other Jeff Lemire comics, including the past 3 issues of Phantom Road, as well as some Gideon Falls and a few other things. Anyway, have a good day. I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Jeff Lemire playlist on the bottom. Have a good day now.